Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra 91b. We were actually in the middle of a statement that was made by Rav Hanan bar Rava concerning the mourners of Abraham when he passed away, that the nations of the world, apparently he was very famous, Abraham. So they said, woe to the world that they lost, Manhigo, their leader. Okay. Oy la l'sfina shavat karbanita. Woe to its leader and woe to the ship that has lost its captain. Captain in Aramaic, I guess, is kabarnita. Okay. Ve'amitnasel chol lerosh. Rav Hanan bar Rav Afilu Resh Kargusa Mishmaya Mekomila. With regard to leaders, the Gemara adds that it is stated in the praise of God, you are exalted as head above all. 1 Chronicles 29:11. Rav Hanan bar Rav says that Rav says even one with the most insignificant position of authority, for example, an appointee over irrigation, is appointed by heaven. Omer Rav Chia bar Alvin, Omer Rav Yehoshua ben Korcha, Chas v'sholem shefilu matzu subin, lo yatzu ve'ela, mipnei mash nenshu, shehaisa lahen, levakesh rachavim al doram, velo bikshu, shenemar bezakech yatzilech kebutzayich. The Gemara returns to the discussion of the punishment of Elimelech and his sons, which Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai says they are received because they left Eretz Yisrael. They received this punishment because they left Eretz Yisrael. Yeah. Rav Chia bar Avin says, Rav Yehoshua ben Korcha says, heaven forbid, heaven forfend, it says here, but Chas v'shalom, that they sinned in this manner. As if Elimelech and his sons had found even bran, they would not have left Eretz Yisrael. But rather, for what reason were they punished? They were punished because they should have requested mercy of God for their generation, and they did not request this. As it is stated, when you cry, let those you have gathered deliver you. When you cry, let those who have gathered deliver you. Okay. Isaiah 57:13. Amar Rabba bar Chana. Amar Rabbi Yochanan Leishon El Mois Bezol. Peter Yochanan Aval Mois Yochanan Afilu Amdu Arba Saim Yisrael Yoitzin. Rabba bar Chana says, Rabbi Yochanan says, they taught that it's prohibited to leave Israel only if money is cheap, meaning it's not excessively difficult to obtain. The produce is expensive, similar to the case in the Brisa, where 2 saw of wheat are sold for a seller, but when money is expensive, meaning it's difficult to earn money for sustenance, even the price of 4 saw of grain stood at a seller, one may leave Eretz Yisrael in order to survive. The simon, the next mnemonic would be, for Yochanan's memras, Sela. I'm sorry, the simon is Sela, Poel, Charuva, Talia, and Abri. Okay. The simon is Sela, laborer, Carib, boy, they would say. Domin of Yochanan, the Hira, Kad, Havakaimin, Arabasayim, Sela, Havanavision, the Michan, Kafan, Mitiveria, Midlesizar, Yomru Yochanan Hirana Kad Lohave Mitagarin Polaya Limandach Karta Beresh Pita Maisin. Okay. We did the moniker. First statement is that Rabbi Yochanan said, I remember when 4 saw of produce were sold for 1 selah, and yet there were many swollen from hunger in Tiberias, as they did not have even 1 Isser coin with which to purchase food. And Rabbi Yochanan further said, I remember when laborers would not agree to work on the east side of the city because they would die from the smell of the bread that would waft over them from the city's west side. Okay. Rabbi Yochanan said, well, still significant amount left, I'll split this in two. Rabbi Yochanan said, Nihira ka dahav batzayonka charuva v'have nagid chuta dedusha al tren deroi yom Rabbi Lazar nihirana kad have natilor v'na Batra unigid chuta demishcha v'reshura v'ara Rabbi Yochanan nihira kad ave metalyan tali v'talaisa Bishuka kavar sheis esrei kavar shav esrei v'lo hava chataon. Rabbi Yochanan nihirana kad tave amrin b'midrasha demodi lahon nafek b'yedehon demitcharitz demitrachitz alehon delay hon. The Gemara continues to relate other more salutary memories. Rabbi Yochanan said, I remember when a child would break a carob and a line of honey would extend over his two arms. Rabbi Lazar said, I remember when given a raven, I remember when a raven would take a piece of meat and a line of fat would extend from the top of the wall upon which he was standing on the ground. And Rabbi Yochanan said, I remember when a boy and a girl of 16 and 17 years of age would walk together in the market and they would not sin. And Rabbi Yochanan said, I remember when they would say in the study hall that one who agrees with the Gentiles falls into their hands, and the one who relies on them sees that which is his becomes theirs. Kativ machlon, kativ Yoash v'saraf. Rav Shmuel chadamar machlon mechilion, Shimon v'lama nikra Shimon saraf v'Yoash shenityashu min hagula. Saraf shenitchayavu sreifa al makom. The Gemara returns to his discussion of the story of Ruth. It is written machlon mechilion, Ruth 1:2. It is written elsewhere, Yoash and Saraf, who had dominion in Moab. 1 Chronicles 4:22. Apparently, both names refer to the same individuals who married Moabite wives. Rav and Shmuel disagree with regard to their true names. One says their given names were Machlon and Kilion, and why they were called by the names of Saraf and Yoash. One was called Yoash because they despaired the Yashu and the redemption of Eretz Yisrael, and they established themselves in Moab and lived there for many years. The other was called Saraf because they were liable to receive the punishment of burning Sreifa for their sins against God because they left their community. V'chad Amar Yoash v'Saraf Shemen v'lama nikra Shemen Machlon v'Chilion Machlon she'asu gufan Chilion mechilion shenizchayavu Kiliyah l'makam. And one says their given names were Yoash and Seraph. Why were they called by the names of Machlon and Kilion? One was Machlon because they made their bodies profane, and the other one, the Chulin, and one was called Kilion because they were liable to receive the punishment of destruction, Kalaya, for their sins against God. Okay. I think we're going to stop here for now.